Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first ever live recording of the 442 podcast. I'm Germain, and as always, I'm joined by the wonderful Tommy Sondi.
That's me.
And the vivacious Tony O.
Morning, boys. Can men be vivacious? I'm genuinely asking.
Baby.
Okay, I guess you can be anything you want. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Always associated as a feminine, energy. But I'm all for it.
Take those positive traits,
Tony.
man. Yeah.
With Uzi, you never know. That's the problem.
That's what I was saying. Take it right, man. Yeah.
But
well, you know who could have used a little bit of vivacity a couple of days ago? What was the final score? PSG 5, Inter Milan 0. The biggest ever margin of victory in a Champions League final. That was...
Is DeMarco vivacious?
Oh my God, man!
DeMarco is nothing, man.
He's had a bad knockout. Like he was bad. Like Yamal destroyed him, basically. Yes. And then he came here and got destroyed by everybody. Doue It, Dembele. I'm sure Kvara got his licks in. Hakimi.
Yeah,
it was ugly.
Definitely.
Getting subbed that early in a Champions League final is ugly. Yeah.
Man, you got Gerard at halftime telling you, man, get this guy to hit the showers. If Gerard's telling you that, man, as a coach pundit, you fucked up, man. Like, for sure. Yeah, I'm still pissed that this team, that Barca couldn't get through to play.
Honestly,
a great final if they did. Yeah, but it is what it is.
Inter collapsed like in March. I don't know what happened. It's like they all just aged an extra year or 5. And they couldn't run anymore. They just crashed out of all the competitions. Their defense is so...
Poor Germain aged 5 years just during that final.
Yeah.
I guess that's what happens when you have like one of the oldest squads, ever to make a final. Like so many 35 plus guys. Like at the end of the season, this is what happens. And you're playing against guys like Doue It, who are 19. Kvara's 23. Like these guys they don't stop running. You know what I mean? They have so much energy. Like, how do you keep up with that?
The worst was this was, I think, at 4-0 when Kvara ran back about 60 yards to hound someone off the ball.
Yeah,
these poor Inter guys are probably just like, stop. Just stop. Cruelty. You don't have to do this. It's unnecessary at this point. It's 4-0. You can leave us alone.
Yeah, man, I was pissed with Inter because, I would say this: the pressing from the front three, Dembele, of course, himself too. There's just so many times where Sommer got the ball, and I felt like Dembele was going to win the ball from him every time. It was like he just released it in time. The pressing was incredible. I'm just like, you know what, Inter, just go long every time. Just hit Thuram. Just play everything long. Forget playing a short.
He was bad, though.
Trying to play
nothing.
Short.
I mean, you're right. You're absolutely right. But nothing stuck with him. He was bad. I felt like Lautaro gave them some presents. Uzi, you here with us? Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I don't know. Wait. I can't see him.
But... You lost him? I see him.
Oh, I see a ball. I see a ball.
You see a ball.
Hey, we'll be fine. We'll check the video out there. Just keep going.
And I see him again. And I don't see Tommy. Whatever. Okay. It's fine.
There's the ball in place of here somewhere. It's kicked around, I guess. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I felt Thuram didn't give into the presence they needed up front, to be honest. And it's only so much Dumfries can do from wing back. The ball's not going to stick with the forwards. Dumfries was just doing doggies the entire game. It doesn't help when PSG scored so early on. What was it? How many minutes in?
12 minutes, I think.
12 minutes.
Yeah. DeMarco being at fault for both of the first 2 goals. Where he was running from to block that first shot on the first one. When
he's so deep as well.
Yeah, he's deep. That's the thing.
That's the first problem. He's playing everyone onside, right? Like, your wing back can never be deeper than the center back in that situation. And if you are, you absolutely have to be man marking your man. And he wasn't. Doue It's in. He squares it to... Who scores? I can't even remember who scored.
Hakimi. Yeah.
And then the no nonsense. What's this no celebration nonsense?
Yeah, it's a fucking Champions League final. Go celebrate.
He played 1 year with Inter, so he's
was he on loan?
Celebrate.
No, he was on loan, right?
Was it just 1 year?
No, it was more than a year. He was there at
okay.
Inter for a few years.
Okay, because I know he was at Madrid at the start, right? And then I wasn't sure if Inter bought him or loaned him, but yeah, you know what? Like for me, you know when you play like teams that are clearly they're better than you. So you have to defend more. You have to sit back, and when that happens, you put players that are faster, better than you. There's a tendency to be like kind of play more, kind of hesitant, more scared, a little bit more like you keep dropping. But when you do that, you just put yourself like at a bigger margin for like error and getting. You have to really step up and come at them. And Inter just like I don't know what Inzaghi could have done to change tactics because I don't think it mattered. The players just didn't really show up for Inter at all. That was the thing.
Yeah, my feeling is with this PSG team, you have to man mark them. I think
at least stick someone on Vitinha.
Because that's what
Vitinha, for the love of God.
That's what Arsenal did later on to get any kind of a footing in that tie, and Villa did the same thing in the second leg. Like I remember, I think Emery they stood up in the first half at home. Second half, they just went okay. All out press, and it made them uncomfortable. I mean, like Uzi said, Vitinha he was always in space.
Mm-hmm.
He was just always in space. It was like watching Xavi. He was just pop it here, go here, go here. I don't know. I feel like he should be in a big shout for Ballon d'Or. I don't think he'll win it, but I think he's been their best player this season. As good as the fun players have been, Vitinha's been unbelievable.
I think it's probably the most open it's been for a while, right? Because like everyone on PSG probably has a shout. Like someone like Dembele, like you said, I'm sure Vitinha has a shout. Barca players have a shout. Yeah, like
I don't think Barca players can win it.
You never know.
Yeah. We haven't really talked about the star of the show yet of the final. Does Desiree Doué have a Nike sponsorship by any chance? Because
you must.
It writes itself. Just do it. It writes itself.
I didn't even think about that.
That's a good one. That's the best one. That's the best one. Yeah, it's the best one that you've done ever. I think. Yeah.
Hey, saved it for the Champions League final.
Yeah. Man. The way he grew this season is crazy, man. Like, I mean, because he basically started.
He started on the bench this season. Barcola was starting.
Well, no, not necessarily. Like, there was a period where Dembele was kind of in and out. Like, Doue It played a lot of games at the start. He just wasn't impactful. Barcola started the season on fire. But, he then had a period on the bench, and he's just come back, and he's made that right-hand side his. And, yeah, he's so fun to watch.
Do you guys remember PSG's Champions League group stage run?
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
barely qualified, barely got in. And they just, you know what? I guess you got to start off a bit slow and hope you
sign some good players.
Yeah. Or spend a lot of money, and then enter your prime at the end of the season. Hey, that's how it works. Okay, gotcha.
Also, just handle every single English team on the way.
Yeah.
You know what?
Was there any English team in the Champions League that did not get eliminated by PSG? I think Man City, right, got eliminated by Madrid.
Yeah.
They played PSG though. I think
in the group stage. Yes, they did.
In the group stage
too. Yeah. Okay, so PSG handled everyone.
Yeah.
Man,
sad.
It was just poor because, this PSG side is for sure they're electric, right? But defensively, they are still vulnerable, and Inter just they were so. I think Tony was saying before in the chat, they're just so rushed every time they got the ball in the final third. They just could not do anything. Because there were goals there. We've seen it against.
Well, they had a couple of chances off set pieces. They couldn't put them on target, and then PSG just killed them. The chances came at 2-0. It's still a mountain to climb. But, it gets you a foothold in the game, if nothing else.
One goal,
at least
one goal. That's
put some doubt in PSG minds, but don't put them away.
It just felt like they tried to use the model they played against Barcelona, except PSG don't play with that crazy high line, right? Like they do play with a high line, but it's not suicidal like Flicks. They were just trying to send that ball into space and hope they could run onto it. It's like, no, these guys actually track their runners. Like I know we're saying PSG, they're vulnerable to, to attacks, but I think their defense has been pretty good this season as well. Like in the second half, they barely conceded any chances to Liverpool. They did well against Arsenal. The Villa game, I maintain I felt like they started fucking around in that game. And yeah, they almost got caught out. Yeah. But it is what it is. I mean, worthy champions. The theme going around is that it's a victory for football. That's,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how to...
I'm very happy that Luis Enrique won. He seems wonderful. He's a great manager. He's gone through a lot in his personal life.
Yeah.
PSG are a very exciting team. It's a much more enjoyable team than it was a few years ago in their Galacticos, Neymar, Mbappe, Messi era. But they have spent a lot of money on these players.
Yeah.
This is hardly
they spent a lot of money on this project.
They're hardly a minnow. Yeah.
I think only second behind Chelsea, I think, was the money spent. Or maybe City, maybe it's in there, but they've to spend a lot of money.
Alone cost them 70 mil, right, in January.
January transfer, exactly.
All of these are expensive players. Most of them haven't been around the PSG squad for that long, even. Like Marquinhos is the old head. Donnaruma's been there a little bit.
12 years of drive for Marquinhos.
That's crazy, actually, to know that he's been there for 12 years. Yeah. I remember when they just signed this guy, man.
Has he been at PSG for 12 years? Is that I know he's been trying for... I mean, probably. I just know he's been trying for 12 years. I didn't know if that was with PSG in total.
He joined PSG when Zlatan was joining PSG, pretty much.
Yeah. I remember him being touted as one of the next great center backs, and I think Chelsea were in for him at that time too, and really wanted him.
And then you signed the predecessor instead, who was good. To be fair,
for sure, of course, Thiago Silva, lovely, But you know what? Did you guys see the celebrations they had after? Some really sad, tough scenes, I guess. That people got, someone got stabbed in some celebration, someone got hit by a car. Like they went crazy in Paris. After this,
I did not see this. No.
Yeah,
it wasn't only in Paris. I think the two people who unfortunately passed away were in different cities, but there was about 100 or something injuries, something like that.
Yeah, it was really wild. Yeah,
scary scenes. But
they kind of
it's like you can't celebrate anymore. I'm following the Liverpool nonsense. You can't enjoy winning in peace. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, you mentioned the Liverpool stuff. Might as well segue into the transfer news that's going around. Tommy, Chelsea have a striker.
Yeah, I think it's being confirmed right now as we speak. He's signing his papers
today, right? Yeah.
Medical, all that stuff. Mr. Liam Delap.
I almost said Rory Delap. So
Rory Delap Jr. Yeah.
You know what? I'm surprised I didn't make that mistake, but okay. But you know what? It's relative.
Good business for 30 million, honestly.
Is Tommy okay?
Get booted out of the live stream?
You were here, and we're seeing you bug out.
Yeah, I thought I got booted out of the live stream for a second. I thought I got booted out for a second.
It's some growing pains.
Blank screen loaded for me. Yeah. I mean, relatively cheap. I think it's around 30 million.
Yeah, that's the release clause.
Euros or pounds, whatever. So at that price, I think he's going to sign a 6-year contract or 8 years, whatever it is. People see things I don't in the signing. Like I'm looking at a team that's going to be entering the Champions League, that's going to want to win a title, and is this the striker that's going to get us there? I'm still unsure. I'm hesitant. I don't think so, but he still seems like someone who has quality, who has certain qualities that will benefit us.
If he can control a through ball better than Jackson, that's a step in the right direction, because that touch in the Conference League final when he was through on goal is maybe the worst I've ever seen. And I say this, I say this as someone who has watched Rasmus Højlund all season. I'm like, that's
You've watched
really
Lukaku
bad.
too, man. You've watched Lukaku make those touches.
Yeah, but Lukaku is actually decent at putting the ball in the net. He was frustrating.
Yes,
but,
he is.
I think the bigger issue for you is Jackson. It's not Delap. Like, you need to move on from this guy. You know, my philosophy is fail fast. This guy's not it. He's never going to be it. He's going to have periods where he makes you feel like, yeah, there's a player there, but what we saw in that final, no. You can't do that, man. I'm sorry. This guy it's like Nunez. They have demons in their head. The moment they have a chance, they just can't put everything together.
It just reminds me of like some other forwards who signed.
Torres?
It's like they have and what's his name? The German. Oh my God, what am I thinking?
German.
Timo
Werner. Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
Guys who have great movement. They're fast. You know what I mean? They're fast. They're energetic. You know, they make good runs.
Demons.
There's just no end product. And this Jackson's the same thing. Like I always commend, like, you know, he makes great runs. He has great movement out there. But at the end of the day, you need a striker to score those goals, those chances. And he's never going to be it.
No.
And yeah, I do hope that, you know, it doesn't end with a lot, but there is another player and someone else is going to come in. We'll see. It's still early days. But hey, we didn't talk about our conference with Chelsea, champions of Europe.
Champions of Europe with an asterisk.
No, two asterisks.
Champions of Europe C. Yeah.
Europe C.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But
the 73rd best team in Europe.
73rd best team. Oh, it's not bad. Yeah. We won a trophy. People are saying, "Oh, there's so many Chelsea fans that are out there being like, we've won everything. We've got all the
trifecta." The Chelsea fans going around with the trifecta, first team to the like shut those.
It's not something that you want.
Have some shit.
Listen, I know it's the conference thing. It's not really a trophy that you should be winning because you shouldn't be here in the first place. You know
exactly.
No other clubs, you don't see Real Madrid saying, "Oh, we never won the Conference League. We better drop down and win that."
Yeah,
it's not gonna happen. It's not something you should be proud of. So let's ease back on that one a little bit there.
£1 billion to win the Conference League. Huh?
Yeah, at this thing though, you know what I mean. I think it was a man. I don't know who said it, but it was a man. Maybe it was it wasn't Klopp, but someone said like, "There's probably going to be an English team winning or in the finals of the conference and probably Europa like for the next few years, just because of the amount of money they have."
Any English team any Premier League team that's in the Conference League should win it.
Yeah,
the budget difference is crazy. Like Nottingham Forest next year, favorites for the tournament, should win it.
Yeah,
will be
100%.
Will be like Europa. You still have like other teams that could show up that have a little something about them, but Conference League, there's no excuse for an English team to be in it and not winning it.
Yeah, because we had West Ham before us, not Chelsea. Yeah, most likely it'll be an English team again, at least in the final. Yeah. There's that.
What else happened? Liverpool. They're making some splashes. They've already signed Jeremy Frimpong. The big talk is that Florian Wirtz is going to be on his way from Leverkusen in a deal totaling, I think, 100.
They rejected the latest bid, though.
Yeah, that's not still stalling on that one.
Yeah. They don't like the structure. There were more money up front. So
yeah, you know what? Leverkusen take them for all they're worth. Get all that money.
Get the full 130 up front.
Make bank, because I need Eric Ten Hag to buy a lot of players from us. I want that 130 coming right back to United.
Yeah, I'm checking nothing.
Hey, I will say, just on a side note, it looks like Chelsea are still in talks with Sancho. Like, we haven't said you're going back yet. They're still talking to him. They're trying to work something out.
He's staying, Tommy. You understand that, right? Like, it's an obligation. It's going to take a lot for him to go back at this point. Have you not come to terms with the fact that he's staying, or you still have hope?
No. There's no obligation. We can pay.
There is an obligation.
$5 million. We can pay United $5 million. He goes back. That's the fee.
He can say no. That's the problem. And he's going to say no.
No, I don't think he has the power. He doesn't have the power to do that. No.
Look at
No.
Yeah, he's not going
You know,
back.
it's not the worst thing. It's not the worst thing because you know,
we're at the
as a
acceptance
bench
stage
role
of the
player,
That was quick.
he has a role that he can fill. He gives something different. It's just a matter of can we pay him less money to do that? You know,
I mean, that's what the negotiation right now is. It's just
that's
negotiating
exactly
wages.
what's going on. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
But
the bench role.
how many
what
times do
role
you
is
see players
Sterling
actually?
gonna play? Yeah, what role
retirement.
is he gonna
Fuck
play?
me,
Yeah.
Sterling, man. Don't you remind me that this guy keeps coming back, man. I keep forgetting that he's coming back. You keep reminding me every
Yeah.
time. You know,
I'm so happy,
forget
man,
this
that
guy's
this
here.
guy is gone. Honestly, so happy. Yeah,
He
worst
must
signing.
still have a couple years left on his contract too. I bet he must.
I think it's 2030.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Who's gonna sign Sterling? Who would do it? Nobody.
Not
You
even
just
Saudi.
need to pay him to
Not
leave.
even Saudi.
That's what you need to do.
Yeah.
Not even the Saudis are calling for Sterling to come over and play, man.
No.
That's bad. Oh boy.
Back to the Liverpool transfers. What do we think about this Wirtz deal, provided it gets over the line?
It's fun for the league, I guess. I think we've lost a lot of talent recently in the Premier League between City and Liverpool. So, yeah, Wirtz coming in at the point that you would have thought he'd go to Man City, to be honest, with them losing De Bruyne. I am not sure how this is going to work. He's going to play on the left, surely, right? At Liverpool, I'm hearing Diaz is on his way out. So
someone's gonna have to be on their way out. That's the thing.
Yeah. I would have thought Nunez would be on his way out, but I'm hearing Diaz as well.
It could be Diaz and Nunez on the way out.
Both.
Honestly,
it could be both. Yeah.
I think it's fun. He's clearly one of the best or most talented players in the world. I don't know if it was the best fit for Wirtz himself, but he seems convinced. Who knows? Maybe they change the way they play. Yeah.
Hey,
it's fun.
Yeah, I'm excited. If it comes through, I would be like, I mean, of course, it sucks to go in Liverpool, but like Tony said, this guy's one of the best players in the world, and the Prem needs the best players in the world.
We're losing stars, man. Like, how many players can we actually say are real stars in the Premier League right now? Not a lot, or it feels like that anyway.
Well, you got Salah, right? You got
maybe Van Dijk.
You got Haaland.
I would say, if you talk to a non-football fan, the only ones they'll know are Salah and Haaland.
They might know Van Dijk and they might know Saka.
Nope.
You don't think they'll know Saka? I don't know.
No.
So there you go. Haaland and
I have a few non-football friends that I've watched the occasional game with. The only ones they recognize are Salah and Haaland.
I'm even surprised they know Haaland before Van Dijk.
There's been enough noise about him that there's enough marketing campaigns.
That is a problem. That's a problem for the league, and it shows in the football we're watching. It's not that fun. We don't have a lot of players doing fun stuff. So yeah.
Football's definitely not been that fun this season.
So yeah, we need an influx, and Wirtz is a good start. Here's hoping he's the first of many this season.
Or you have these in the next World Cup, you have players that are in the Prem in the World Cup have a great World Cup. So people who are, non-football watchers see that. Oh, that guy. Oh, okay. Where's he play? Oh, he plays in the Prem. And then you have a bigger name. Maybe.
Yeah, the World Cup's next year. I would like us to have a good year before that. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Other transfer news. Man United signed Matheus Cunha from Wolves.
I'm very interested. What do you make of this signing? I'm very interested.
Honestly, because it is Man United, I'm sure it'll blow up in our faces.
Okay, what do you genuinely think of this signing? What do you not the dead like the little life inside? I want to know.
Life, man?
Yeah.
What's life?
Whatever it is that is bringing you back every week. Yeah, I want that.
What's bringing me back every week here is that I made a commitment to the two of you.
It's not life, man.
You know how much I'm looking forward to this summer and not having to watch football?
I hear you, man. Yeah.
I like that we've bought from within the Prem because we need players who are proven that they can play in the Prem. Cunha gets goals. He overperformed his XG by a lot last season. Hopefully, it's not just flash in the pan overperformance, but he actually brings some kind of threat, some kind of bite, which we desperately need up top. Little nervous about how big the fee is because that's a lot of our transfer budget. So we do need to sell to buy, I think, from here on out. I think maybe we can buy one more player before we have to sell to buy. And we will be selling.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk about Bruno to Saudi.
Yeah,
a lot of talk.
If that happens, that'll be the first transfer that really breaks my heart in a very long time.
Really?
I will be very, very sad. I love Bruno Fernandes.
I did not know this. I did not know this. He's a good player. Yeah, I get
the
that.
Captain,
best
right?
we've seen at United since Fergie retired. It's not close. Other than the Gea seasons where he was top of the world for like 2-3 seasons. What? Tell me. Yeah, you thought about it. Well,
I was trying to think.
No one else no one comes close. Have we had a signing since Fergie retired that comes even close? No.
Hey, we've said it the last season. If it wasn't for Bruno, this team gets relegated, man. You know what I mean? This guy is the one guy kept them up.
The thing is, selling him might make sense from a team building perspective. He is the best asset we have. If you can get 80 to 100 mil for a 30, 31-year-old,
that would be crazy if you can get that.
That's good. That is apparently the offer on the table is currently 80 mil.
Okay. Yeah.
So that from a team building perspective, sure. From a club building perspective, no one on that team will drag it forward other than Bruno. So I don't know where that will leave us. We have a lot of cultural issues. Bruno is not part of those cultural issues. He is one of the few players that actually you see give a shit every single time.
Yeah, I kind of torn on Bruno because he's a tactical headache, right? But the problem is you've signed another tactical headache. And he's a lazy tactical headache. Bruno's not lazy. He's just always frustrated. You know what I mean? Like Bruno gets frustrated very easily and understandably.
Look at the shit he plays.
Yeah, that's the understandably. And then he ends up doing whatever he feels he can do to put out all the fires. I don't know. With Cunha, I feel like, let's say it gone to Liverpool or Arsenal or City, where the culture is healthy, I feel like you can carry that player because they won't accept his nonsense. My worry with United is that who's going to put him in check? He's been a dickhead this season. He's been an absolute dickhead on the field and kind of off it too. Right,
his dickheadedness. Oh no, he has been right. I forgot his social media shit is also been. Yeah. So look, he's talented, but I am fully ready for this to blow up in our faces, just like everything seems to.
Wait, so seniority at United? I mean, they still have Maguire. They have Casemiro still there.
Who's gonna? They're not going to keep anyone in line. They're
not going to
keep Casemiro can't finish 90 in the Prem. Maguire, it's a nice story. It's nice to see him get a footing back at the club. He's also 32. He's
Maguire's
not
32.
We've seen him. We've seen him. We've seen what Maguire is like as captain. He can't take that responsibility. It's not for him.
Well, he is going to be captain now, surely.
If Bruno leaves, then surely.
Yeah.
And I would not like that, but I also don't know who the fuck else you give it to. So.
Yeah.
Luke Shaw.
Yeah.
Luke Shaw
he's been there for a long time, right? Yeah, he's been there.
You cannot give your captaincy to Luke Shaw.
Longevity, is that a thing?
You're taking the piss now. You can't give the captaincy to Luke Shaw.
It's United.
All right, I'm moving on.
Last thing before you move on.
Shut the
This is a good thing. It's a good thing. Johnny Evans retired, and he's the
last. That's not a good thing. I like Johnny Evans.
Fergie era player.
Thanks. Yeah. Fuck you. We're moving on. I love you, Johnny Evans. Enjoy retirement. You deserve better. Italy has been shuffling about managers again. Gasparini to Roma is the most intriguing of the lot. He's left Atalanta after spending a long time there. I think it's a very good get for Roma.
9 years.
Yeah, good signing. I wonder where that leaves Atalanta at this point, because
not good.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Trouble is where
they didn't make champions. No, did they?
No,
they made champions. They did not.
They didn't, right? I thought they did.
I can't remember.
Pull up that Serie A table.
Juve came fourth. Who came third?
I think
Atalanta.
Was it not?
Yeah, Atalanta? It was Atalanta.
Oh, was it Atalanta? Okay,
I think so.
I'm pretty sure it's Atalanta.
Yeah,
parting gift then.
They do have that to look forward to.
Yeah, Atlanta was third. Yeah,
they came third.
Okay.
They have a lot of fun players, but it does feel like they're being looked at to be picked apart.
Much like Leverkusen, much like Leverkusen's guys. Yeah.
Which kind of sucks, but is what it is. It's a good appointment for Roma. They've had. I'm kind of sad that Ranieri's not staying, to be honest.
Man, but what a job Ranieri did, man. He took them from 15th, had them outside shot at challenging for a Champions League spot. I think they finished in a Europa League spot.
Yeah, they came fifth.
He's at least left them with a foundation.
Yeah. He was retired. They brought him out of it. Leave him retired, right? Hey. Much like we say to Roy Hodgson and Palace, just leave him. Don't call him anymore.
I mean, there is a big difference between Uncle Roy and Ranieri.
Ranieri did say that the next guy that they appoint, because he was helping find the next appointment, he promised that the next guy he appointed would be younger than he was, and he was right, but as close to being incorrect as he could be.
Because Gasparini's like 66 or something like that. Like, he's not a really young guy. So, But, Italy is just funny because AC hired the guy. Oh, my God. I am just blanking. Allegri. Yeah. Terror ball from Allegri at AC Milan is back. Napoli almost said bye to Conte, because I think he was supposed to go to Juve, and then last second stays. Maybe it's like,
Juve is stuck, man. They're stuck because
now who are Juve going to go? Who's left in Italy? What other manager goes around that Italy that changes?
Hey, man, if Inter get rid of Inzaghi,
Juve, there you go. Juve get for Inzaghi, and then Inter little Jose Mourinho.
Get Ranieri.
Little no.
Jose would do it.
Give the Jose Mourinho reunion, man.
Get
him in.
Did you see Jose's comments before the Champions League final?
Yeah.
Wonderful stuff. Saying that he was cheering for Inter to lose one of the trophies because he wanted sole possession of a treble with Inter, and he's like, now that they've lost that, I'll cheer for them in the final. Fantastic, very truthful, fantastic stuff.
Yeah, and of course they get slapped in the final. So
of course they get slapped in the final from a treble to nothing.
He's definitely getting sacked from Fenerbahce this summer. Like, it has
100%. Yeah, it's untenable there.
Where did he finish?
Second. But it's either first or second for them.
He's been torching the place for the past month or so.
He's saying how many European finals has any Turkish teams been in the last 5 years? 0. I've been in 2. Something like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just really expediting that sacking so you can go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Portuguese national team, maybe.
I would say, but hey, could be.
Give me Jose at the World Cup. Come on.
Yeah, don't they have like a Nations League final or something like that coming up, or is it a semifinal?
Sure.
Or something like that. Yeah.
Maybe.
Who cares?
Gentlemen, as is tradition, we've got some preseason predictions to go through. Now, I kind
yours were not good this season.
Who's that West Ham center back?
Todibo.
No. Hey, that's not even my worst prediction, because I stepped over mine. I'm like, no, I have had maybe the worst possible run on these. We'll take it from the top though. Champions. All three of us predicted Arsenal to win. Tony,
yes,
I am so sorry. But we should have known it was doomed from the start when the three of us agreed on something.
Yeah.
Top 4. in order. So you guys can keep track of your own points as they go. Tony had Man City in second, Liverpool in third, Aston Villa in fourth. Not terrible, but nil point. Tommy, Man City in second, Liverpool in third, Newcastle in fourth. Again, not bad.
Not
very
awful.
close with Newcastle.
Tell me you didn't have United.
Yeah.
Oh my god, man! This guy.
Man City in second, Liverpool in third, United in fourth. Particularly bad.
Ooh.
I will. I'll take a -1 for that.
Oh my god, my head! Wow.
Your head.
What did you see at the start?
What was going on there?
I can tell you. I can tell you I remember my thought process for this was I felt good about City and Liverpool finishing top 4, and I didn't feel good about anyone else. So I was like, fuck it. When in doubt, I'll pick my own team. And turns out, never going to do that again. That was a mistake. When in doubt, don't pick your own team.
Yeah.
No.
On the relegated front, Tony.
I surely got this right.
I was going to say, you should have
got the teams right, but I don't think
order.
You got the order. You had Southampton, Ipswich, Leicester. So
you got it, yeah.
I don't remember if your first one... Actually, by the looks of it,
Isn't that right?
I think it was 2019-18, so you did get that right. Well done.
Yeah, Tony knows his relegation teams. He knows again.
Just predict the fools that came up to go back down. That's it. Yeah, it's not much prediction needed.
Tommy, Southampton.
I mean,
Ipswich?
come on, we all had. Oh, I had Ipswich too. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you have
Wolves? I had Wolves.
Yeah. You had hope. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had no hope for. Yeah.
I had Southampton, of course.
You had the 3.
I had Leicester.
You had the 3.
I had Nottingham Forest.
Ooh.
Finished in a Conference League spot.
Okay.
Not good. Not good. It's not been very good for me.
Okay.
Golden Boot. We had Erling Haaland across the board. I'd say a reasonable prediction started the season.
He came
player
second,
of the season.
Right? He came second.
Yeah. Player of the season, Tony. You had Martin Odegaard, who did not have a good season, unfortunately.
Nope.
Disrupted by injuries. Tommy, you were the
Salah.
same. No, you had Martin
Odegaard. Ah, shit. Yeah.
You had Arsenal to win the league, so it had to be an Arsenal.
Yeah, it had to be. Yeah.
I have Bukayo Saka again.
Yeah.
Not
he was
bad
on
when
fire
he was
at the
fit.
start.
When he was fit, I was looking good for that. And then it was very quickly not. Best signing. I'm going to get Jean-Claire Todibo out of the way. I've taken pelters for this all season. And
I gave you pelters then. Then and
that's
there.
fair.
I've never been so pissed off at a prediction.
I'm learning
did not
from
understand
my mistakes.
That's
Don't
worse
select
than
players
United.
I like when they go to West Ham.
Dude, that's worse than
Never
United
select a
fourth.
West Ham sign.
That's worse than United 4th or Forest getting relegated. That's worse. This is the worst one of a lot right there.
My thought process was what would need to happen for Todibo to be the player signing of the season.
I liked him last summer, and that's fine.
He's probably going to leave.
It's just good. I hope he gets out of there.
I actually have no idea
for him there.
I have no idea who I picked for this.
You picked Ricardo Calafiori. Yeah.
Disappointing.
Interesting pick. Yeah. What did I pick?
Tony, you picked Savinho.
I am a disappointing one too. Yeah.
We kind of didn't do well on. Obviously, mine is considerably worse, but we did not.
It does tell you that it was a shit transfer window.
Wait, who is the signing season for like this from
exactly
from the summer?
From the summer, like
who is it?
That's my point. It was a terrible season.
I'm trying to remember who else moved in the summer.
Yeah,
no one fun.
That's a tough
no
call,
one
actually.
fun.
Yeah.
Chelsea signed a whole bunch of players.
Yeah, but like
again,
Liverpool didn't sign anyone.
Liverpool didn't sign
anyone.
It's like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? At least none of us picked Chiesa.
Yeah. Okay, that's a tough one.
Worst signings. Tony when Matthijs de Ligt. Not particularly impressive. I don't think he'd be the worst.
You are 15th. There's a case.
Jean-Claire Todibo is worse.
He finished higher. Did he finish higher? He didn't finish higher. No,
He didn't.
No, he didn't.
No, he did, but he didn't play. He wasn't playing.
Yeah. Neither did
Tommy picked Lenny Euro.
Again,
He got better as it went on.
I think between Tommy and myself, we have a case. I'm sorry.
For sure. Anyone United, you got a case. Yeah.
I
picked Pedro Neto.
Nah, he
was okay. He just wasn't. He wasn't as good as he was.
I don't think he was good. He wasn't good. He wasn't bad.
I think
first manager sacked. Tony picked Enzo Maresca.
Shocking. He made it. Yeah,
he made
it. Shocked.
Yeah. There was I also picked Enzo Maresca. So you know, and Tommy was closest. He picked Julien Lopetegui, and that's close.
Ten Hag was
none of us picked Eric Ten Hag.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think we thought Maresca would go and then Ten Hag.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
Ten Hag was a safe bet, to be honest. He was a dead man walking from like January last
May.
year. Yeah.
They're true, from January the previous year. Yeah. So preseason predictions. I don't think I'll have a worse one in my life if I try.
But you know what? You did win the game prediction we had over the season, because you also got PSG right. We chose
PSG
Inter,
winning the Champions League.
So you won that. That was the decider. Yeah. So there's the winner.
That was heart over head for us.
Yeah, it very much was. Yeah,
it was never going to happen.
It's a bad choice.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, for our last story of the season, I would like to talk about something very fun that has happened. You're both familiar with Ian Rush, am I right?
Yeah.
Great striker, one of the greatest strikers in Liverpool history. He's been up to some not great stuff recently. He has put his name to a 90-minute score-settling AI musical in the style of Hamilton about his legal battle against a Surrey scaffolding company and a small Wigan law firm. In doing so, he's attacked Robbie Fowler, Jamie Carragher, among others. Tony's head has already gone down.
Yeah, this is too much.
It details Ian Rush's 4-year court battle with the former owners of Whiteleaf, which I believe is this scaffolding company. It starts as a rant about the media. It attacks The Athletic, a former MP, a bunch of journalists, Fowler, Carragher, and Liverpool's failure to sell their Melwood training ground, apparently. I have not listened to the to the musical. I am tempted, but I have not. In the second and third acts, yes, this musical is long enough to have 3 acts. It attacks some law firms, criticizing senior lawyers and judges by name, and the legal system generally. The musical was premiered at a rental property in Cannes during the film festival.
Wow.
I would like to point out it was not premiered during the film festival. The film festival was just happening in Cannes, and they're like, we will also premiere in Cannes. It's
my head hurts.
Yeah. So the musical has been uploaded under a Creative Commons public domain dedication license, which means that Ian Rush, whether intentionally or not, has surrendered the copyright, allowing anyone to use, adapt, and remix the musical without limitation. So it's
there is some
the season on.
There is something wrong with the Welsh, man. Like, are they ever just normal? Like the Welsh legends, they ever just be? I mean, we have Gareth, but even he's a bit. I don't know.
Gareth Bale just likes golf. He does not deserve to be lumped in with this.
He's normal. Yeah.
So this is Gareth Bale does not deserve this.
Yeah.
This is all because some beef with some scaffolding company. This is why he started this.
Yes.
Jesus.
Well, you say that, but then I'm hearing Robbie Fowler. Like,
he's got beef with everyone, eh?
Yeah, it was really and Melwood. Like, what's going on? But there's just so much in there.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
So is this playing? This musical is playing in Liverpool right now. You can go see it.
No. This musical's not playing anywhere. You can't go to see it.
Oh, you can't go to see it.
No.
Was it not AI or
it's AI? Yeah, it's AI.
Oh, gotcha.
This sounds like an AI generated story. I'll be honest. Like, yeah,
it's real. The tweet I was reading was from a journalist who provided an email at the end saying, "Here's a screenshot of the email telling me that I was named in this thing." So,
I wonder if Liverpool fans boo Ian Rush now when he goes to the stadium. I don't know.
I don't think anyone knows what to make of this.
Yeah, they don't know what to do with this story. Yeah.
No
one's listening to the entire 1.5 hour thing.
1.5 hour. Oh.
You see, I'll be honest, I don't think anyone's listening to the 1.5 minutes of what you just read. It was just too much information.
Hey, the thing is, I had you two here as a captive audience, and that's enough for me.
As captives. Yeah, captives. Yeah.
What a note to end the season on.
Yeah, Ian Rush. That's a name I haven't heard in probably God knows how many years. So good on
Glad I could put it back on your mind in this context. Yeah, I think that pretty much concludes another season for us. I think we might do an episode or two over the summer, maybe dip in and look at transfer updates. We will not be covering the Club World Cup because fuck Gianni Infantino.
Absolutely.
Fuck him. For more of this nonsense, follow us on all socials at 442. Follow us on Big Up. We're going to be live streaming all our podcast recordings going on. If you happen to be up at 7:30 Eastern, but hey, if you're in the UK, it's a nice lunch break kind of deal.
What time's it in Australia? Yeah,
I don't know that off the top of my head.
Yeah.
As always, thank you for joining me, Tommy.
Cheers, guys. If Ange is still at Tottenham next season, he is
the
my
decision
first manager
has been
predicted. All right.
I think he's going to be sacked. I think I saw that yesterday.
You saw that? Okay.
Yeah. So.
Easy choice. If he's still there, easy choice, guys.
It's the right choice.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining me, Tony.
I pick Amram, and enjoyed the chat as always. Yeah.
And thank you so much for listening to us all season. We'll see you when we see you. Bye-bye.